who would have ever really thought that we would have to have technology and resources around truly taking vacation?
True. Yeah, that's a different mindset, right, than the house that I grew up in, right? Without cell phones and without technology. And I come from an IBM household, right? So I always got to see the latest, greatest technology that was out there, but it just wasn't there to communicate like we can right now as well. So also what we've done is we've got this piece within the platform. And you're looking at it right there, actually. And so that's just pictures of apps that we have on our cell phones, right, just so that we could present it. And what that is, it's really about that experience piece once again. So we have, it's really an intranet, right? I call it Instagram for your company. It's private. Nobody else can see it outside your company. But what it does, it also gives you that connection that we were talking about before. So when the folks over in the California office can see what the guys in the Atlanta office are doing, and they go, wow, Frank just took a trip to Disney World. Hey, Frank, I have never been to the East Coast, never been to Disney World. Can you tell me what that's like? I'm John from the California office. And it's all safe because it's within your community, right, within your company. You can opt in or opt out of that too if you don't want to have everybody seeing what's going on there. That's the first question I get asked by everybody. But it's amazing because even the C-level folks, they want everyone to see what they're doing and have those questions asked because they do some really great educational trips around the world. And a lot of give back too, right? So they're going to Africa for different things and mission trips, and they're spending a lot of money and resources to help different folks. So they love the company to see that. But you can have that Instagram kind of social media piece internal where you can actually start talking to people you might have never met at a company with 250,000 people in it, and you now have interaction. That also makes you feel a little closer to home and makes you want to stay, right? Because now you know John over there in California and say, hey, John, here's what Disney World's like. Here's what I do. Here's the best hotels to stay in. Hey, I know that Recharge Travel Group set me up with this stuff. I'm sure they'll do it for you. Here's the number for the program that I did. And so it's just a great way to socialize and experience the same thing that another person has experienced within your company. Right. So it's just social media internal.
Well, and it's, what I see when I see this is I see some gamification going on, right?
Sure.
So it's kind of like, I see that, someone across, whether it's across the pond or maybe the next city over, they took 2 weeks off.
Sure.
Now, I want to take 2 weeks off. And I can see my funds are there and my vacation's planned. And
sure.
And it becomes a kind of a competition.
It is.
And it's crazy we got to do that, but it's still, it becomes a competition of who's actually taking their time off.
It's knowledge too, right? So the knowledge portion of this is real good. We want you to actually see what you've done, right? So it's kind of like you've seen a lot of apps where you put your pennies in and you're saving for this or your savings account. It's very similar to that, right? You want to be able to do these things, but you don't have any money. You're stressed. You don't have any money. So also when I was trying to get my life together and try to do these great jobs, and I wasn't able to create a whole lot of wealth for my family, my mom and dad, that was their Christmas gift. They'd give us, a couple $1,000, say, we want you guys to take a vacation. We were blessed to have them to do that.
Absolutely.
But a lot of families get those gifts, right? When you're younger, say, hey, here's $500, here's $1,000, go take a vacation this summer and enjoy yourself. You put that money into this account, and that helps grow that too. So when you see that, or if people give you gifts, you're now able just to see your account and see you're that much closer to being able to take that vacation. Because a lot of people like to go to Disney World, right? You're young, you have kids, that kind of thing. Or you like to go to Helen, Georgia, or you go to New York City for Christmas. That's a great trip. But then you start thinking it's a big world out there, right? We were talking about the World Wide Web and how that works. Now you can start seeing Italy, right? You can start seeing the Great Wall of China. You can start seeing other people that have been there and had great experiences, so why can't I?
Right.
So that's part of the gamification of that. You're right on the money. That we want people to have fun with it. We don't want it to be a stodgy thing once again, right? Going back to Kettering where you think it's a bunch of executive thing. No, this is fun for everybody.
Right.
You can share it with your husband, your wife. You can share it with your kids. Hey, look, this is what we're doing. These are the places we're going to. And these are the pictures that were taken from an iPhone, right? Or from an Android device. And they're just on your phone from people that have been there already and saw some really cool stuff. And we're going to do that too.
Yeah.
So it's not the marketing stuff from corporation America.
No, and I love the socialization and the I mean, that's one of the things that really helps with changing culture, right? Is the socialization, a little bit of gamification. You see a scoreboard, you're reaching a goal, changes the mindset, and then you get the experience, and it's socialized with everybody. And the competition gets us to that next stage where we understand. Because when the results come back, right? When we have the new idea at the company level, then I think that'll be the start of the ship.